today I'm going to be talking about my 1993 Mustang and all the things I've done to it. And maybe y'all can comment some things down that y'all want to do to it and things y'all would like to see on it that maybe haven't been done before on a different car or anything like that. But yeah, let's get into it. Well, so far, overall, the body of the car is in very good condition, as I would say. It came with a wing. The only thing that was damaged was the light and the outside. This light is cracked right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's cracked. Yeah, the bumper is cracked right here. There's not very many things wrong on this car as far as the body though. Like, the roof is straight. There's like no dents in the car, like hardly anywhere. The only dent in the car is right here on this little fender cover. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like right here. Yep, right there. So that's the only dent in the car right there. All right, so I'm also gonna mention this window tint because this window tint's gotta go. It's bubbling like everywhere. The back windshield is probably the worst part of it. But yeah, pretty much everywhere on the car except the front glass. The front glass, I don't know if it's tinted or not. I don't think it is. Maybe it is. But it's bubbling on this window too, but I have it down right now. But yeah, the back window is pretty bad. But other than that, there's really no dents in the car at all. Yeah, the front is solid. It came with these dark lenses on it already, so I kept them. That's overall the whole car. It probably needs to be repainted, or I'm pretty sure these is just black primer or something. I don't know. Yeah, the car is pretty straight. There's like not very many things wrong with the body in general. And then I got this aftermarket hood. It's got hood pins right there, but it still bolts onto the factory mounting bolts. The moldings are kind of trashed, I'm not gonna lie. I might have to buy moldings for certain ones, like maybe just these side ones because they're pretty bent, but these are not that bad. But yeah, these are the side moldings all around the car. And then this side molding is good on this side. I'm not even gonna lift that cover up, but yeah, those side moldings are kind of bent. Like that one's kind of bent right there. Let's get into it too with the wheels. The wheels are ESR wheels apparently. A lot of the wheels are missing lug nuts from whenever I got it from the owner. Paid about $700 to tow it to my house from another part of Florida. From another guy I knew. He does really good tows for like pretty cheap. But yeah, almost all the wheels are missing lug nuts, which I don't really understand why somebody would do that. Maybe just to put the wheels on. I don't know. But they're all missing lug nuts, as you can see. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the outside of the car. There's not really much else for the outside. But yeah, well, let's get down in this engine bay and tell you about that. So I got a new battery, new radiator, mechanical fan. I routed some AN fittings to the steering pump and back to the steering rack. So those are all AN fittings. I got a new HEI distributor, which isn't really originally on this car. These cars don't really come carbed either. So I got an HEI distributor. It usually comes with a TFI because, you know, this car is EFI. But this is carbureted, but it's got a 650 brawler on it. And then I made this throttle cable right here. I kind of just made this one out of like, I want to say another throttle cable. I bought about 2 or 3 throttle cables before I finally figured it out because they didn't fit with the firewall at one point. And then we got BBK headers. I think they're just factory brake lines, pretty sure. I actually had to make this dipstick because all the dipsticks I had didn't fit. and I probably bought about 2 or 3 dipsticks, wasting more money like that. But I finally tapped it in. I got a crow's foot, and then I got it on the edge of the fucking dipstick, and then I hit it in, and then it finally went in, but I was like, this is not gonna stay without a bracket. So I put some Loctite on the dipstick tube, and it basically stays pretty straight out. So like, I can still move it, but I don't think that's coming out at all. So that's pretty Gucci. I had a new oil filter, of course, and all that. We did an AC delete kit on this car because, I don't know, I wasn't going to really use AC. And then a new water pump. Also, I didn't really have to get hoses because it already came with hoses, so that was great. Now let's get into the fuel lines. So yeah, I got 2 dual to the carb, and then it goes straight into a regulator, which has a supply right here. And then the other one is return, the bottom one, and then it goes straight back to the tank. Also with a fuel filter back there. I can show you all the fuel filter in a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the front. The engine is a 308. It has a B303 cam. It's GT40 heads, BBK headers. And then I have a whole exhaust system sitting in the corner right now, but I'll talk about that later. As far as the seats, I have Jigs seats. They have 5-point, it's a 5-point seat belts on it. And then I had to get the mounts from another company. Can't remember the name of the company, but they were the only one that sold the mounts. I think it was OG Racing. They sold the 93 Mustang mounts, and they were probably the best ones, but they were like $250 each. And then I got a Sparko steering wheel. I wired in the fuel pump, because carbureted cars, you need to wire in the fuel pump, because it's not just going to send fuel with the computer off and everything due to it not being EFI anymore. So you got to have a fuel pump switch routed. So all I did was I made a little relay right here. Right here, I made a little relay, but I'm going to hide all the wires later. I got a black cable going to the negative part of the battery. And then I got a big red cable going to the positive part of the battery. And then a white cable going to the switch. And then a blue cable going to the actual power wire right under the seat for the relay. So yeah, that's that with that. But yeah, the seats came out really clean. I'm thinking about doing the backseat rear delete kit. I think it's like $400 though, so like I don't really want to pay that yet until I get the whole car running and stuff, and then I can worry about looks. But I ordered a new headliner because this headliner is trashed, and then I had to buy that piece off eBay, the one that holds in the headliner right there. This sunroof, the brackets are trashed. Probably gonna replace the whole weather stripping because it's cracked on the top, on the actual outside. But yeah, that's basically a whole tour of the car, other than the transmission is out right now and all that. But yeah, that's the whole tour of the car. It's a 93 Mustang. Thank y'all for watching the video on my 93 Mustang about me explaining the whole car. It's really exciting putting this thing together piece by piece all the time, putting little things on it to make it my car, you know? Like, I think that's probably the best part about putting a car together is experiencing, like, putting it together, you know? Like, all the little small details is all you, and that's, like, what brings you happiness, you know, throughout the whole thing. No matter if it's just sitting on whatever, jack stands, cinder blocks, whatever you want to call it. I mean, that's the best part, putting a car together and seeing it run. And that's what we're trying to accomplish here. We're just trying to get a street car to run on the road so I can have a daily to go to work for fun, you know? And I don't have to drive my truck every day. Or I don't have to drive something that's big and boxy every day, you know? So, like, yeah, we're not trying to make this car super fast or anything like that. But, I mean, if we want to, we can make it fast. But I'm not really gonna put that much money into it unless y'all wanna like do something crazy, you know, like maybe we start like a GoFundMe or something for it. Like, but I don't know, like I'm really excited about this car and I just want to share this with y'all because I think it's gonna be a good experience of like learning the car. This is probably the easiest car I've worked on too. Like all the other cars I've ever worked on, I've had so many problems, like just like with normal things, and everything is literally right in front of your face in the engine bay. Like you can take off all these brackets within like 10 minutes, even less maybe. And it's really not that hard. Once you know where all the bolts go and all the brackets go, it's easy work. But yeah, thank y'all for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Really do. Thank you. Out.